Good morning students, welcome to Animax tutorial. Those who are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, and if you like the video, please like and share. So students, today we are going to learn about exercise 13.2. So yesterday we have learned about 13.1. So today we are going to learn first question, that is a bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at a random from the bag. What is the probability that ball is drawn is a red, and what is the probability of getting not a red? Right. So first, before going to find that, first you show how many balls are there in that particular bag. So total balls in a bag is equal to, so here 3 red balls plus 5 black balls. So overall you are getting total 5 plus 3 is 8 balls. Right. So this is my total outcome. So total outcome is 8. Next, coming to your first one. Now what is the first question they are asked? You have to find the probability of getting a red. Right. So getting a red is nothing but, we are denoting this a probability of an event is nothing but, now total red balls is nothing but 3. Right. So possible outcome divided by total outcome. Now possible outcome is here 3 and total outcome is 8. So answer is 3 by 8. Now what is the second question they asked? Not a red. Not a red, already we have the probability of red. So not a red is nothing but what? So in previous class we have learned this type of question. So not a red is nothing but P of E bar. Right. Now we have a formula that is P of E bar is nothing but 1 minus P of E, where P of E is nothing but 3 by 8, that is 1 minus 3 by 8. If you take LCM, 8, say 8 minus 3 is nothing but 5 by 8. Right. Now coming to the second question. So a box contains 5 red balls, 5 red marbles and 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. So one marble is taken out of the box at a random. What is the probability that a marble taken out will be red or white or not a green? Right. So here first you need to find what is the total number of marbles in that box. Right. So total marbles is equal to 5 red color plus 8 white color and plus 4 green color. So total marble is 4 plus 8 12, 12 plus 5 is 17 marbles. Right. This is my total outcome. Now coming to your first question. Now what is first question they asked? You have to find the probability of red. So probability of red, that is P of E, is nothing but, now what is the total red marbles? Here 5 red marbles. So probability is 5 divided by 17. Now coming to a second question. Now what is second question they asked? Probability of white. Now how many white marbles you have? See here, white marble is 8. So your probability of an event is nothing but 8 by total marbles. Now coming to third question. Not a green. Not a green. Already not a green is nothing but what? In previous problem we have gone through about these type of problems. Not a red, right? So here we have given not a green, that is P of E bar. To find a not a green, you have to find what is the probability of green. So probability of green is equal to, now total green marbles is 4. Right. So I can write as 4 by 17. So here you have to find this nothing but probability of an event. Now probability of not a green you have to find, that is 1 minus P of E is nothing but 1 minus 4 by 17, that is 17 minus 4 by 17 is nothing but 13 by 17. So like this you are finding your answer. Right. Now coming to the next question. A kiddie bank contains 100 50 paise coins and 50 1 rupee coins, 20 2 rupee coins and 10 5 rupee coins. If it is equally likely, then one of the coins will fall out when the bank is turned upside to down. What is the probability that the coin will be 50 paise coin or will be a 5 rupee coin? So here you have to find the total number of coins. Right. Now the total number of coins is equal to, so they have given that 150 rupees 50 paise coins So you can write this as 50 paise is 100, and 1 rupee coins are 20, and 1 rupee coins are 50, and 2 rupee coins are 20, and 5 rupee coins are 10. So your total coins is nothing but 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 10. So total you will get here 180. So total coins is a 180. Now coming to your first question. Now what is first question here? You have to find the probability of 50 paise coin, right? So probability of 50 paise coin. Now already 50 paise coin is 100. So as per your formula, possible outcome divided by total outcome. So you'll get here 100 divided by 180. So in this 0 cancel, you'll get 10 by 18, right? Or else we can write as 5 by 9 by cancelling with 2 table. Now coming to a second question. So now second question is, will not be a 5 rupee coin. So we have two methods to find. So previously we have learned P of E bar. So will not be a 5 rupee coin is nothing but what? So if you count all these remaining coins except 5, if you count, let us go for this problem. Will not be a 5 rupee coin. So will not be a 5 rupee coin means we can take 50 paise, 1 rupee and 2 rupees except this 5 rupee coin. Now 50 paise coin is 100, and 1 rupee coin is 50, and 2 rupee coin is 20. Now if I add all this, you will get 170. So my probability of an event is nothing but what? So 170 divided by 180. So answer is 17 by 18, right? This is the second method if you are not having any coins with that type of problems, right? Okay, next question is, Gopi buy a fish from a 5 fish from a shop for his aquarium. The shopkeeper takes out 1 fish at a random from a tank containing 5 male fish and 8 female fish. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish, right? Now before going for that problem, first you find what is the total number of fish consist in that aquarium, right? So total fish is equal to 5 male fish plus 8 female fish, right? Now if I add this total, you'll get total 13 fishes combined together, male and female. Then see what they have asked. You have to find the probability which taken out a male fish. So probability of male fish. So I can write this as probability of an event is nothing but number of possible outcome divided by total outcome. So number of possible outcome is total male fish is 5 divided by 13, right? Okay, so coming to our next question. 1 card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red color, a face card, a red face card, the jack of hearts, a spade, and the queen of diamond, right? So first so total number of cards. So total number of cards is equal to 52. Already they have given that 52 cards. So in that you have to find the probability of a king of red color, right? So probability of a king of red color. So here you have 2 kings. So one king of heart and another king from the diamonds. So both are of red color. So probability of an event is nothing but what? So total possible outcome is 2 divided by 52, right? So if further cancel, you'll get 1 by 26. Now what is the second question they have asked? So second question they have asked is a face card. A face card means they have not mentioned which type of colors, right? So color they have not mentioned. If they have not mentioned any color, you can go for the all face cards from the all variants. Now if I go for the second one, face cards. So in each each cards consist of three face cards. For example, heart consists of 3 face cards, and a diamond consists of 3 face cards, and a club consists of 3 face cards, and here spade consists of 3 face cards. So total number of face cards is 4 into 3, that is 12 face cards. Now you have to find the probability of an event. So probability of an event is possible outcome is 12 and total outcome is 52. Now if I further divide, you will get 3 by 13, right? Now next question is red face cards. So red face cards, so here in heart you have 3 face cards, and in diamond you have 3 face cards. So total face cards is 3 plus 3, that is 6, right? Now probability of an event is nothing but possible outcome is 6 divided by 52. Now if I further cancel, you will get 3 by 26, right? Now coming to your next question is fourth one. Now what is fourth question here? The jack of hearts, right? Now jack of hearts. Now jack, you how many jacks you have? Only one jack in heart. So in heart you have only one jack, right? So here probability of an event is nothing but possible outcome is 1 divided by total is 52, right? Now coming to your fifth question they asked. Now what's the fifth question they asked here? A spade, right? A spade is nothing but they have not mentioned face card or ace or any number card. They have just mentioned a spade. So a spade consists of total 13 cards. A spade consists of 13 cards. So your probability of an event is nothing but possible outcome is 13 divided by 52. Now if I further cancel, you will get 1 by 4. Now what is the sixth question they asked? Now your sixth question they asked is the queen of diamonds. So in diamond you have only one queen, right? Now what is the probability here? So probability of an event is nothing but possible outcome is 1 divided by total outcome is 52. So like this you are finding your problems. Okay, so in the next question they have given that 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. If it is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective, one pen is taken out at random from its lot. Determine the probability that the pen is taken is a good one, right? Now here the total pens in a lot is nothing but total 132 good pens plus 12 defective pens, right? So this is given. Already 132 good ones is given and 12 defective. Both are accidentally mixed together. Mixed together means you have to add. Now if I add, you will get 144. Now these are the total number of pens given to you. Now after that you have to what they have given here, determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. So what is the total outcome of the good one is 132. So here probability of getting a good pen, right? So probability of getting a good pen is possible outcome is 132. So probability of an event is nothing but 132 divided by 144. Now if you further cancel, you will get 11 by 12, right? Okay, so coming to the next question, a box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at a random from the box, find the probability that it bears a 2-digit number, a perfect square number, and a number divisible by 5, right? Now here you have total number of disk is nothing but 90, right? So total disk you have is 90. So in that what they have asked, first one, you have to find a 2-digit number. You have to find the probability of a 2-digit number. Now 2-digit number starts with with 10 and end with 90. So altogether you will get total 81, right? Now probability of an event is nothing but here possible outcome divided by total outcome. Now possible outcome is 81 and total outcome is 90. Now if I further cancel, you'll get 9 by 10, right? Now what is the second question they asked? Now second one they asked is a perfect square number. A perfect square numbers. I am writing in a short method, right? Now perfect square means you will have 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square and 9 square. 9 square is 81, right? So the total number is 90, so I am writing till 9. So how many numbers you have? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So here possible outcome is equal to 9. Now what is the probability of an event? So probability of an event is nothing but possible outcome divided by total outcome, that is 9 by 90. Now if I can further cancel, you'll get 1 by 10. Now what is the third question they asked? A number divisible by 5. So a number divisible by 5. Now divisible by 5 number is nothing but 5, 10, 15, 20, so on up to 90. So altogether you will have 18 numbers, right? Now here possible outcome is equal to 18. So what is the probability of an event? So probability of an event is nothing but possible outcome divided by total outcome, that is 18 by 90. Now if I further cancel, you will get 1 by 5, right? Okay, now your next question is, suppose you drop a die at a random on the rectangular region shown in the figure. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with a diameter of 1 meter? So this is a rectangular figure which have length 3 meters and breadth is 2 meters, and inside of a circle you have 1 meter diameter. Now here first you find what is the length. So length of rectangle is given as 3 meters and breadth is given as 2 meter. Now what is this area? So area is nothing but 3 into 2, that is total 6 meters square. Now after getting this total area, then what is the diameter of a circle? So diameter of a circle is equal to 1 meter. Now area of a circle is nothing but pi d square by 4. Now here pi is nothing but 22 by 7 into d is nothing but 1, that is 1 into 1 by 4. Now if I cancel this, you will get 22 divided by 7 into 4. So if I cancel here 2, here 11, you will get 11 by 14. So after getting this 11 by 14, there is a total area of a circle. Next you have to find the probability of the coin land on the circle, right? That's why we have find the area of a circle, that is area of favorable circle divided by total area of land. So it's nothing but 22 by 11 by 14 divided by total area is 6. Now you can write this as 11 by 14 into 6 is nothing but can I cancel? No. So we'll get total 11 by 84. So this is our answer. Okay, so next question is, a game consists of tossing of a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting out its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same results and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Lose the game means here you have to find what is the total outcomes of the 3 coins. Now here if I write roughly the outcomes of the coins, that is TTT, TTH, THT, and next HTT, next HHH, next HHT, HTH, next THH. Now how many total outcomes you will have? Total 8 outcomes. Here total outcome is equal to 8. So in that same outcome is how much? Here once same are there, here another same. So total 2 same outcomes. Right. Next, what they asked. So calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. If he get the same, he wins. Otherwise, he lose. Otherwise means just subtract these two. You will get your answer. That is so possible outcome is equal to 8 minus 2, that is 6. So probability of an event is nothing but 6 by 8, or else you will get 3 by 4, right? Okay, now coming to a last question of exercise. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time and 5 will come at least 1? So already I have written the outcomes. If you want how to find this outcome, just to see my introduction class of your probability, you will get to know how I have written these outcomes. Right, now here these are the total outcomes. So if I write this total outcome, there are total 36 outcomes. So in that 36 outcome, first what they have asked, 5 will not come either the case. So 5 will not come either. So 5 will not come either means first you remove what are their 5 numbers. Here you have 5, in this column you have 5, and in this column you have 5. So in this row you have 5, in this column you have 5. Now if I remove all these 5, so how many 5? Just to count it: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So here total 5 in either case is 11. So will not come is nothing but what? So total is 36. In that 36, if I subtract 11, you will get total 25. Then you have to find the probability of an event. So probability of an event is total possible outcome is 25. That is possible outcome divided by total outcome. That is 25 divided by 36. So like this you are finding the probability will not come 5. Next what they have asked, 5 will come at least 1. So 5 will come, already we have mentioned here, 5 will come in the case is 11. So here in this second one, 5 will come at least once. So here possible outcome is given as 11. So probability of an event is given as 11 divided by 36, right? Like this you are finding your answers. So hope you people have understood all these problems. So some of the questions I have missed, just do it as homework, and let me know how many students have written this homework, right? Thank you. Have a nice day.